Jorge Heine is former Chilean government minister and ambassador to China.
A recent report of the GDP Center here at Boston University has been quite explicit in terms of identifying 3 areas in which the BRI has made a difference to the Global South. Number 1, it has brought significant additional resources to development issues. According to some estimates, we're talking around $330 billion from 2013 to 2021, brought to bear by China's development finance institutions to development in the Global South. That is a very important amount. Number 2, a new model of South-South cooperation. Institutions like the Asian Investment and Infrastructure Bank, like the New Development Bank, have brought a new approach to relations between southern countries, and in that sense, brought a new dynamism to the management of development and to the agency of developing countries. And 3, it has brought new economic growth to the Global South. The BRI has emphasized investment in infrastructure and connectivity, and that is different from the traditional emphasis of the World Bank and the IMF on public administration and soft development issues. The emphasis on hard development issues like bridges, ports, tunnels of the BRI is making a difference in Asia, Africa, and Latin America.
You talk about bridges, roads, ports, power plants, but from solar to wind to hydropower. How has the Belt and Road Initiative moved in a green direction, and why is that important?
Yes, well, it is very important. And at the beginning, there were some concerns that the BRI wasn't keeping that as much as a priority as it should. But in the last 2 years, we have seen more of that. And from all I can gather, China's emphasis on wind and solar is making a difference. So for the BRI to continue to succeed, it is very important that, it keep its, move towards a greater commitment to green issues and to the environment. One of the concerns that has been expressed about the BRI is that has not always been front and center, but we're seeing some changes in that regard.
What about the impacts of the conflict and uncertainty in Israel, the war in Ukraine, and the hangover from COVID-19? How will all of that affect overseas development programs like BRI?
Well, obviously, COVID had a significant impact, and needless to say, so does the war in Ukraine and the conflict that we're now seeing in the Middle East. That said, what countries in the developing world see as important about the BRI is that it puts development front and center. That, it is not a question of politics, it's not a question of ideology. What countries in the Global South need is development. They need growth, they need progress, they need investment, they need infrastructure, they need connectivity. We're living in the digital age. Therefore, connectivity is extremely important. And those are the things that the BRI puts front and center. And for it to continue to succeed, it must continue to do that.